Gurubhyo Namaha, Namo Namaha. Extremely delighted to be in touch with you all with this posting. Healthy Living, Happy Living, session 8. In the last session, we saw input plus program is equal to output. I gave the example of a calculator wherein you key in 5 plus 3 is equal to, then you get an answer 8, because the 8 is the function of the input as well as the program, right? Similarly, in ourselves, the eyes, all the sense organs are the input, and the past usage of the sense organs becomes a program, and we get the output. The output is nothing but the thought, what we have. And based on the thoughts, we encounter, react, respond to the environment. So, if we are not able to appreciate the environment rightly or make the best use of the environment, that means either the input or the program, something we need to work upon. And what are the inputs? That's what we will see in this session. The inputs could be pure food. See, we get energy from where? Predominantly, we get energy from three sources. One is food, what we eat, the air, the water we drink, and the prana we take, the air we breathe in, right? So, the food, Chandogya Upanishad says that the food becomes our mind. The subtle portion of the food becomes our mind. So, we need to be very careful about what we eat. Not only what we take in through our five sense organs, but through the mouth. So, that gives energy, and that also builds our mind. The mind is the function of mind is nothing but the thoughts, the bundle of thoughts. So what we think is also the function of what we eat. So it is better to eat very sattvic food, right? More of vegetables and fruits. Then we need to drink plenty of pure water. Dehydration, we have to avoid dehydration. And third thing is prana. Doing pranayama is very good. If you don't know which pranayama to do, what is your body type, just observe the breathing for 10 to 15 minutes 3 times a day. When you observe the breathing it changes automatically to suit your body need. How nicely it is built, right? So, pure food, water and air. This is very important for having a very good health, physical and mental health. Because the food becomes the mind, as per Chandogya Upanishad. Then emotions. What emotions we have? We have to have positive emotions. The positive emotions are possible based on how we use our 5 indriyas, what inputs we have, what program we have. And whenever we have positive emotions, we need to share with people. The sharing the positive emotions makes our health stronger. If you have negative or dysfunctional emotions, immediately be aware of it and replace it with the counter emotions. If you have hatred, develop love. Think of your interaction with your child. So create the loving emotions. That's very important. Rather than suppressing the hatred part, which is difficult, counter emotions you encourage, cultivate. The third thing is we have to have a self-esteem. What is self-esteem? We already saw 2-3 sessions before is how do we think about ourselves? How do we feel about ourselves? What is the best ideal self of ourselves? These three put together becomes our self-esteem. If you have a very high self-esteem, then our values and beliefs are based on the self-esteem. Then the values and beliefs in turn decides what we expect from ourselves, which in turn determines our attitude. The attitude is nothing but the way we think, we see, we feel about things. And that attitude determines our behavior, and the behavior gives the results. So self-esteem is, our self-concept is very important, and we have to have a strong self-esteem and self-image. And coping skills. This is very important. How when we interact with people, all the people we meet may not be very conducive and very friendly with us. Some of them could be very challenging, and some of them could be very argumentative and provoking. So we need to be very matured enough, because If we lose control of ourselves, then the price we have to pay will be very huge and it will affect us for a long period of time, which will suck our energy and disturb ourselves. We saw that how when we deal with others, we need how to balance between our assertiveness and cooperativeness. Then what is the best strategy we saw a session or two before is collaborative, wherein win-win. Can we increase the possibilities, more and more possibilities, wherein both the parties are put to gain? Be it your relatives, be it your friends, be it your business partner, be it your employees, be it your colleagues. If not possible, compromise. In compromise, we have a common minimum program and we ensure that the relationship is not disturbed. This is very important. This is a positive input. Then exercise. Moderate exercise is very important. Exercise is very important. Nowadays what happened because of the job, most of the time the people tend to sit in a chair, and that because of sitting in a chair, that the blood is not pumped, reverse pumping is not happening. That creates a lot of problem, right? So the heart pumps all over the body, then the blood in the food, has to be reverse pumped so that it comes back to the heart for purification. So exercise helps that. At least 30 minutes of walking every day is a must. And if your job is involving you to sit for a long time, take a break after every 30-40 minutes, walk for some 2 to 3 minutes, stretch yourself. That's very important. Good sleep is very important. Make it a point not to see any mobile or iPad or anything for the matter, the electronic version, after 8 o'clock in the night, and sleep, go to bed by 10 o'clock, come what may. You may not be able to get sleep at 10 o'clock, but go to bed and put up the light. As slowly you develop this habit, by 10:30, 11 you will sleep. The melatonin is very important for the health. It is very, very important. This melatonin, the highest part of melatonin secretion happens between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. That time definitely we should be in a very dark room and enabling the secretion of melatonin, which is very important for the health of ourselves. So good sleep is very important. If you exercise well, if you eat before at least 2 hours, 2.5 hours before going to sleep, and after eating dinner, then just go for a walk, a gentle stroll. It's very important to have, and ensure that the room temperature is very, very cordial. It's not too hot or not too cold, suiting yourself, and that it is sufficiently dark enough to enable the maximization of secretion of melatonin. Then relationship. Have good relationship. Pay value. The good relationship should be your one of the top 5 important values. You should value relationship. The relationship starts with yourself. How do you relate to yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you accept yourself as you are? When you accept, only you can love. Otherwise, if you see a mirror, what is the thought first come to your mind? No, I should not have done this, or I should have done this. I am not doing exercise regularly, or this negative things, or I will do it better. Day by day, in every way, I am doing better and better. That attitude is there. You have to be very conscious of the thought coming and replace it with the very functional thoughts. So relationship is very important. When relationship comes, don't try to be right. Try to be happy. Sometimes you have to adjust with people, agree to them. Okay, though your personal values don't suit, for the relationship purpose, you have to keep quiet at least. So in relationship, choose happiness over rightness, being right, yes, right. Then have some habits which will engage your mind for positively. Japa, chanting mantras, doing pujas, going to the temples. These are all the environment to make you think positively and keep your mind calm, less agitated. Then contentment is the greatest thing for a help is contentment. Be grateful for whatever you have today. Yeah, when you are grateful for whatever you have today, whatever thing you aspire for, it will come automatically. You will become a possibility thinker and look for the possibilities, and the opportunities are always passing by. I always define luck as the meeting point of the opportunities passing by and your alertness. Since the opportunities are always passing by, you happen to be alert, then you become more lucky. Be contented. That is, a contentment is very, very important thing for having a good health, physical and mental health. Then your work environment should be very satisfying. Two things you can do. You can make it satisfying, or leave the job and go and join where it is satisfying. Because most of the times, 8 to 10 hours a day, we spend time there. If that environment is toxic or not very friendly, it's very, very disgusting, then your health is bound to get disturbed. Then meditation. Do meditation every day. What is meditation? Just sit in a place, back straight, close your eyes. Sitting in a place for 10 to 15 minutes itself is a challenge. It's very difficult without moving your limbs, not scratching your back or nose or anything. Whatever the position you sit there, you will be like a statue for the 10-15 minutes. Close your eyes, back erect. Just observe your breathing or observe your thoughts, whichever is convenient to you. This is meditation. You don't have to think of any object. That's the second level or the higher, different level. You don't have to think of or chant any name. Just observe your breathing and just watch your thoughts without condemning, without labeling them. 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 2 times a day is very good. If you are retired, you can even do 10 minutes 3 times. See, if you are doing Sandhya Vandanam, okay, that pranayama is there 3 times in the Sandhya Vandanam. See, our customs, our traditions are already built in keeping all this in mind, Then habits, your habits should be very good habits, for which you have to have a good friends. Satsangatvam, you have to have right people with you. Avoid alcohol 100%. Not even you don't want to be a social drinker. So it starts with social drinking, then justifying. Red wine is good for heart. Then 3 times a week drinking is good. Not necessary. If you want something good for heart, take other ways, some natural way of helping the heart, taking whatever the natural food, okay, natural remedy. So avoid alcohol, avoid tobacco, smoking, drugs at any cost, okay. Then if you have disturbed relationship with anybody which is long lasting, as I said earlier, that if you have that, it can even develop cancer. This is what the research says, that the repressed anger. So what you do, if you are not able to meet the person in person and speak it out, think about the person, visualize the person and have a dialogue with him. I am sorry if I have hurt you, or you should not have behaved with me this way, which hurt me. Have a mental, visualize the dialogue between them. As you do it, you will feel more light. Then some point of time you will feel, I am comfortable now talking to him. So then you will pick up your phone and talk to him, and the relationship will better. See, we are all human beings. To err is human. I have done a lot of error. Sometimes I can even say that blunder. But that is what learning. That particular point of time I was ignorant. I was not knowing that I should not have done that. But we all learn from our own mistakes and blunders. So others could have done the same thing. Give the benefit of doubt to others. Okay, if they have hurt your feelings, rather than having a repressed anger, bring it out. Talk to your common friends or a friend of you to whom you are having confidence. Then the person can address to the person concerned in person. If not possible, visualize. In the visualization, do that. Then have gratitude. Have a journal for gratitude. Before going to bed, write the list of things what you are grateful for. At least before going to bed, you should write 20 things. The second day, third day, you want to write the same 20 things, never mind. But create the habit of being grateful. Being grateful for your parents, your mother, father, brothers, sisters. And whenever opportunity comes, tell them. And narrate the incidents for which you are grateful. They will feel good. Everybody wants this. So keep this. And your eating habits. I'll also give some tips before concluding this session is, drink potato juice. It's very good for acidity. It has got a lot of alkaline. It is also very good for reducing your blood pressure. Okay. Then have power nap if possible, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. During the power nap, just visualize all part of the body. That's very good. Okay, that's very good. That is very good for heartburns, indigestion. Then what happened? You know, if you also after the dinner or after the lunch, if you go for a short walk, it's very good for indigestion. Okay, and this power nap is very good for refreshing you, and it reduces the risk of heart disease. It's all proven. Okay, and stroke also. So take power nap. So take potato juice and take a walk after dinner. Okay, that's very important before going to sleep. That helps reduce the heartburn, then indigestion, better energy, and improved circulation. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. So, we are traveling in the right direction, slowly but steadily. So, we will again continue to travel. Thanks for this opportunity. Gurubhyo Namaha, Namo Namaha.